how many copy and paste to make money online YouTube videos are there on YouTube? So many. And personally, I absolutely hate most of them. But, in this video, I'm going to show you a strategy that you can actually use that will offer something valuable to people to get them to pay you so you can make some money online. So this strategy is all based around a service that is pretty valuable to almost any business that has an online presence. It's relatively easy to set up, but most small businesses don't have the know-how to set it up for themselves, which for you means that this could be a super lucrative service to sell online. So let's get right into it. Feel free to follow along. I'll put a link to the software I'm using in the description of this video. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you guys to kind of give you an idea of what this service is and the value it can bring to your potential customers is to show you a couple different websites. So this Search Kings, I just typed in digital marketing agency. If you'll notice, there's a whole bunch of information on the site about the business, but almost definitely there's a contact form where you can submit your name, your phone number, your company website, inquiry type, how you heard about us, and a message. I would be willing to bet that there is a high percentage chance that every time someone submits that form, they start getting automated messages from this business to make sure that Search Kings can actually effectively follow up on this inquiry and book a meeting. That is the core of the service you're going to offer. You're going to help companies create something like this, a lead capture form on a website that collects customer information, and then you're going to set up a behind the scenes automation to help this business or any business, this is just an example, continue to reach out and nurture that person that submitted the form until they become a customer, without someone having to be focused on it all the time. That's the beauty of it, automation. Here's another company, a regular painting company I found in the area. They got all their standard stuff, then they got this get a free quote button, and boom, another form that people are going to submit. This company's probably going to follow up with it, but the reality is not every person that submits a form is going to be super responsive when the company gets back to them. So they're going to want to set up some automations to follow up with them. Here's another example. Big popular YouTuber Ali Abdaal. When you sign up on his website, there's a email newsletter sign up. That's going to create an automation, gets you into his newsletter, maybe some of his other promotional emails, and then boom, another one down here. And then here are some examples that I made. So these are forms that I've made where the response is to get something for free. So that's called a lead magnet. So in this case, people who signed up for this form, they would put their name and email. They would be put into an automation where they would get free email templates sent to them. And then following that first email with the email templates, I send them kind of helpful emails about those templates, about email marketing to help them. Same goes with this one. People submit this form, and once they do, they get a prospecting guide that I've created to help them prospect. Moral of the story is, the reason I'm showing you all these 5 different sites is that forms come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. There's a lot of different reasons that people would put a form on their website. There's a lot of different goals they're trying to accomplish with forms. But the number one thing that makes a form effective and adds a lot of value to a business that's using forms to collect contact information or email addresses is if those leads are being followed up with. And majority of small businesses are not properly following up with leads, which means they're losing revenue, which means they're spending more manual time having an employee go and reach out to people. It's just a waste. So the service you can offer here is using a really, really simple tool that I'm going to show you in a second to create forms like this and create automations on the back end so companies can actually, sit back, relax as these leads are coming in and not worry that they're falling through the cracks because you've set up an automated email service that's going to reach out to them, text them, send them Facebook messages, whatever, to make sure that that lead turns into a paying customer. All right, so I mentioned that I created these 2 forms from my own business, right? This one here and this one here. When someone submits them, they get put in an automation and email flow. It's pretty much the same for every business, how you would set it up. Creating the form is creating the form. Where you put it, you can put it on their website. And then what the end result is all going to depend on how you set up that flow. But here's how you're going to do it. So the tool I use to set up these forms and create these automations is called HighLevel. You've probably seen this in videos over the last couple of months. I've been diving into this tool a lot, but right now I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up a brand new form and create a brand new automation for everyone that submits contact information on that form for your customers. So, first thing you need to do is you need to actually create a form. So if you click this Sites tab here, you'll notice at the top there's a drop down that says Forms. You click the builder, and this is going to open the page where you can create as many new forms as you want. So you're just going to hit this plus button here, Add Form, Start from Scratch. The page is going to load, and it's going to basically give you this drag and drop forms builder. So usually the first thing you want to put is like a title of the form, or maybe their full name. Let me just see here. So first we're going to put some text. Sample form for YouTube. We're going to center that. So that's the top of the form. Maybe we underline it or bold it or something. So next, usually I go with using first name, depending on what you're collecting information for. Full name is good, but I find that depending on what you're doing, like if you're just building a list to email market to, I think first name is usually good enough, but you can use first name or full name. So that's going to be your first field. You go email, and then if your business requires phone number as well, you can put phone number there too. HighLevel automatically puts this little consent box. I confirm that I want to receive content from this company using any contact information I provide. So we're just going to save that, and we have a form. It's that easy. So if we go back, we'll see form 3 here. If we preview it, how do I preview this again? So go to edit, boom. So that's the form. People submit their first name, email, phone number. Every time it's submitted, that information gets collected and saved in HighLevel. But now, the second part of this was being able to create automated outreach campaigns so everyone who submits a form for your clients doesn't slip through the cracks, and those leads get nurtured and communicated with and emailed and marketed to until they turn into either a conversion, a paying client, a meeting, whatever your customer's goal is. And how you do that is super simple. So the first thing you do is you go to this marketing tab here in HighLevel, and you go down to email templates. Basically, this is the section of the app where you can create emails that you can reuse and include in various automations that you're building with this tool. So I've already built a bunch, but just to show you how easy it is to create these, you just click this new button at the top right. You click blank template, design editor, oops, hit back there. And it brings you into this email creation. Ooh, you know what? I think I clicked the wrong thing. Emails, templates. Let's get in here. New blank template. Yeah, from the design editor. Okay, so up here you'll notice that the email is built up in all these blocks. So we're just gonna go, really simple text. Hi. They actually just updated this. This all used to be here. Let me get the... there we go, custom values. So we're going to insert our contact's first name because that's what's collected in the form. We're going to change this to regular paragraph so it looks like a normal email. We're going to align it on the left. Thank you for submitting our form. Mike will be sending you cool stuff soon. This is just cheers, the Mike team. This is just random, just to show you how easy it is to create email. So you write it all in there, you hit save, and now this is saved, and unfortunately I didn't rename it, so template example. We'll save it as that. So you hit save, and if you go back to your list of email templates, you should see it right there at the top, and that is the email we just created. So you're going to do that. You're going to create a bunch of emails for basically however many steps you want to include into this email automation. So with email marketing, oftentimes someone will submit a form on a company's website, and then that company will reach out to that person every couple days, either sending helpful information about the product they signed up for information on, industry related news, thought leadership stuff, promos, coupons, discounts, stuff like that. And the idea is that the more the company reaches out to that lead, the higher the chance that that lead kind of burns into their brain that brand and doesn't forget them, and also increases the chances of that lead turning into a customer. So you want to write a bunch of emails that you want to use for that purpose. Once you do, they'll all be saved here. Then you hit this automation tab here on the left. You'll see that I already have a couple automations built, and what these are, if I click into one of them, this is basically what I was just describing, an email workflow that once created will automatically send and action these steps to whoever you include in this workflow. So you'll see that the kickoff for this is form submitted. So a couple steps ago, we just created a form in HighLevel. What this does is every time someone submits a form, and if you click this, you can select which form, because you can have multiple forms it is. Once the form is submitted, they automatically go into a flow that you create. You click these plus arrows, it allows you to add actions. So you'll notice that for this flow, it's form submitted, email send, wait a couple days, 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 email send, and then it ends. And once you get people in here, these numbers here shows how many people are at each step. But the cool thing with HighLevel is not only can you include emails as part of your follow-up for your clients, but if you click this plus, you can set it up so it'll send text messages to those prospects if you have their phone number. It can leave them pre-recorded voicemail messages, Facebook messages, Instagram DMs. You can create a task so you are notified to manually text someone or manually call someone or manually email someone for your client. Basically, if you can get into the habit of building a business around lead generation and lead nurturing for your clients, where you're creating forms for their website, you're setting those forms up so they're collecting important customer information, saving it into a CRM like HighLevel, and then as soon as that happens, automatically kicking that person into a communication or an outreach campaign built with emails, texts, social media messages, what have you, to try to nurture that lead into a paying customer for your client. You're going to be in a high value position where people are really going to enjoy working with you. This is called lead generation. You're basically creating a service that will allow you to replace certain functions in a marketing team, a sales team, operations team, what have you. This is a super lucrative way to use a tool that's pre-built, HighLevel, to create workflows for your clients that are going to be high value for them, that'll also get you paid. So this is basically a copy and paste strategy. You reach out to customers, convince them that you're going to do lead gen for them. You create a form like I just showed you, create email templates like I just showed you, then create a workflow like I just showed you, setting all those people up that have signed up for your customer's form to accomplish whatever goal or call to action they need, whether that's booking a meeting, buying a product, signing up for a trial, what have you. This is a great way to do that. It's a service that companies need. It's a service that if you can master and combine your copywriting skills with your knowledge of a tool like this, you'll be making money. So let me know if you have any questions about how to get this set up. There's a link to HighLevel in the description. You can sign up for a free trial. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, cheers.